Have you ever wondered why certain struggles seem to follow you no matter how hard you pray, no matter how desperately you seek deliverance, no matter how many tears you've shed asking God to remove them? You've cried out in your quiet moments, "Lord, why won't you take this away from me?" You've bargained, pleaded, and even questioned whether God truly hears your prayers. But what if I told you that the very thing you're begging God to remove might actually be the very thing He's using to develop something powerful within you? What if your struggle isn't a punishment but a preparation? What if it's not evidence that God has forgotten you, but proof that He's refining you? Today, I want to share with you a truth that will completely transform how you view the battles you face. Because hidden behind every struggle God allows in your life is a divine test, a sacred process that's shaping you into who He created you to become. Your struggle has a purpose, it has meaning, and it has an expiration date. But first, you must understand what God is really doing through it. Let me start with this foundational truth. God doesn't allow random suffering in your life. Every trial, every challenge, every mountain you're forced to climb serves a divine purpose that extends far beyond your immediate comfort. 1 Peter 1:7 tells us that these trials come so that the proven genuineness of your faith may result in praise, glory, and honor. Notice it says proven genuineness. That means there's something authentic being revealed through your struggle, something that can only emerge when you're under pressure. Think about gold for a moment. Gold doesn't become pure by sitting in comfort. It becomes pure through fire. The intense heat doesn't destroy the gold. It separates the precious metal from everything that doesn't belong. Your struggle is that fire. It's not there to destroy you, but to reveal the treasure that's already within you. God sees something in you that can only be extracted through the very process you're asking Him to stop. But here's where it gets deeper. The struggle you face today is preparing you for a purpose you haven't even stepped into yet. God doesn't waste pain. He doesn't allow meaningless suffering. Every tear you've cried, every sleepless night you've endured, every moment you felt overwhelmed is building something in your character that you'll need for where He's taking you. Consider Joseph, sold by his brothers, falsely accused, forgotten in prison for years. From his perspective, it looked like injustice after injustice. But God was positioning him to save nations from famine. The very betrayals that broke his heart were the stepping stones to his destiny. The pit prepared him for the palace. The prison developed the wisdom he'd need to counsel Pharaoh. Without the struggle, there would have been no salvation for Egypt or his own family. Your current battle isn't random, it's strategic. God is developing muscles in your spirit that you'll need for battles you haven't faced yet. He's building endurance for a marathon you haven't started. He's strengthening your faith for miracles you haven't imagined. The struggle isn't just about surviving today, it's about thriving in the tomorrow He has planned for you. But there's another layer to this divine process. Your struggle is also exposing areas where you still need growth. It's revealing dependencies, insecurities, and weaknesses that need to be addressed before you can carry the weight of your calling. Sometimes what feels like God withholding His blessing is actually God protecting you from something you're not yet ready to steward well. The struggle becomes a mirror. It shows you where you're still trying to control instead of trust. It reveals where you're leaning on your own understanding instead of His wisdom. It exposes the areas where your faith is still theoretical rather than tested and proven. And though this revelation can be uncomfortable, it's also liberating because you can't heal what you won't acknowledge. Every person who has walked in significant purpose has first walked through significant pressure. Moses had 40 years in the wilderness before he could lead Israel out of Egypt. David spent years running from Saul before he could rule as king. Paul was blinded and broken before he could become the apostle to the nations. The pattern is clear. God allows the struggle to precede the breakthrough because the struggle creates the capacity for the blessing. So when you're tempted to believe that your struggle means God has abandoned you, remember this truth. The fact that you're still fighting means you're still chosen. The fact that you haven't given up means there's something worth fighting for. The fact that you keep getting back up means God isn't finished with your story. Your struggle is also God's classroom, and the curriculum is trust. In this sacred space of difficulty, He's teaching you lessons that can't be learned in comfort. He's showing you that His strength is made perfect in your weakness, that His grace is sufficient for every challenge, that His love doesn't diminish when your circumstances get difficult. The enemy wants you to believe that struggle equals abandonment, that pain means God doesn't care, that delay means denial. But heaven operates on a different frequency. What looks like silence from God is often Him working behind the scenes. What feels like abandonment is actually Him positioning you for breakthrough. What appears to be delay is divine timing orchestrating circumstances for your ultimate good. Consider the caterpillar in its chrysalis. From the outside, it looks like death. The caterpillar dissolves into what scientists call imaginal soup, losing its original form completely. If you could ask that caterpillar in the middle of the process, it would probably say it's dying. But God is transforming it into something that can fly. The struggle inside the cocoon isn't punishment, it's metamorphosis. That's exactly what's happening in your life right now. The struggle you're experiencing isn't evidence that God has forgotten you. It's proof that He's transforming you. The pressure you feel isn't meant to crush you, but to reshape you. The difficulty isn't designed to defeat you, but to develop you into someone who can soar in dimensions you never imagined possible. But here's what most people miss about divine testing. God isn't testing you to see if you'll fail. He already knows your capacity. He's testing you to reveal your capacity to yourself and to develop it further. Every test is designed for you to pass, but passing doesn't always look like immediate relief. Sometimes passing means persevering. Sometimes it means praising in the storm. Sometimes it means trusting when you can't trace His hand. The hidden test behind your struggle is often about surrender. Will you trust God's process even when you can't see His purpose? Will you believe His heart is good even when His methods feel harsh? Will you maintain your faith even when your feelings scream otherwise? This is where true spiritual maturity is forged, in the furnace of difficulty where your only choice is to lean deeper into His faithfulness. Your struggle is also preparing you to help others who will face similar battles. 2 Corinthians 1:4 tells us that God comforts us in our troubles, so we can comfort others with the same comfort we received from Him. Your pain is not just personal, it's purposeful. The breakthrough you're fighting for today will become the testimony that encourages someone else tomorrow. Think about the people who have impacted your life most profoundly. Chances are, they weren't the ones who lived easy lives. They were the ones who walked through fire and came out stronger. They were the ones who faced mountains and learned to move them through faith. They were the ones whose struggles became their strength, whose tests became their testimonies. God is writing a story through your struggle that will one day inspire others to keep going. Your perseverance in this season is creating a legacy of faith that will outlive you. The very thing that's breaking you today is building something in you that will bless generations. Your children, your community, your sphere of influence will all benefit from the character being developed in you right now. So when you feel like giving up, when the struggle feels too heavy, when you wonder if God sees your pain, remember this truth. He's not distant from your difficulty. He's directing it. He's not absent from your anguish. He's anchoring you in it. He's not ignoring your intercession. He's answering it in ways that exceed your current understanding. The hidden test behind your struggle isn't about whether you're good enough for God's blessing. It's about whether you trust God's process enough to let Him complete what He started in you. So today, I want you to make a declaration over your life. Your struggle is not your sentence, it's your schooling. Your test is not your tomb, it's your transformation. The very thing that feels like it's breaking you is actually making you into someone unbreakable. Stop asking God to remove what He's using to refine you. Start asking Him to reveal what He's building through it. Stop running from the process that's preparing you for your purpose. Start embracing the journey that's developing your destiny. Because when you finally understand that God allows the struggle to reveal the strength, permits the pressure to produce the purpose, and uses the test to unlock the testimony, everything changes. You stop seeing yourself as a victim of circumstances and start seeing yourself as a victor in training. Your struggle has meaning. Your pain has purpose. Your test has an expiration date. And when you pass through this season, you won't just survive it, you'll be transformed by it. The person you're becoming through this struggle is someone the world needs to see. So hold on. Keep fighting. Keep believing. Because the breakthrough you've been praying for isn't just coming to rescue you from the struggle. It's coming to reveal what the struggle has built in you, and when it does, you'll finally understand why God allowed it all along.